The big hand is busy, but the small hand has the power. The large one counts the minutes, the small one tells the hour. When both hands stand at the top together, it's sure to be 12 o'clock. But whether that's 12 at noon or 12 at night depends if it's dark or light. What do you think that I'm talking about when I read that poem? Yes, I am talking about our clocks. Do you guys remember when we did this a couple weeks ago? We are going to review this today because I gave you in your packet a worksheet that looks something like this, and it has a bunch of clocks on it that you have to draw the hands on. This one gives you the time and you have to draw it, so I'm going to show you how to do that today. So first we're going to review our clock, okay? This is our clock and it has two hands. Everyone say two hands. Good job. The red one is the shorthand, okay? Everyone say shorthand. Now the shorthand tells the hour. So we're going to say shorthand has the power. The shorthand tells the hour. Good job. Now the long hand, everyone do long hands. Make a long hand. Your long hand tells the minutes. Okay, so everyone do long hand goes by the minutes. You can do minute to win it. All right, so we have a shorthand and a long hand. So the shorthand, remember, we count by ones, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. But the long hand, do you remember what it goes by? Look at these numbers, see if you can tell. It goes by fives. So we're going to learn how to count it by fives. So let's practice. We're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. And we're going to talk about the 60 again in a minute to remind you. So this is where skip counting helps. Remember, skip counting helps us with money, but also with telling time. So right now, do you remember how to tell what time it is? Can you look at this and tell me what time it is? I'm going to give you a hint. You need to look at where the red hand is pointing. What number is that pointing to? That's right, 8. So we would say 8 o'clock. Can you say that? 8 o'clock. Good job. So now I'm going to do another one with you, and I want to see if you can get it, okay? What about this one? Can you tell me what time that says? Look at where the short red hand is pointing to. That's right, 2 o'clock. Kiss your brain, you did great. Let's do another one. What about this one? Which one is this one pointing to? That's right, 5 o'clock. Kiss your brain if you got 5 o'clock. Great job. So now I'm going to do something a little tricky, okay? I'm going to move the long hand. Now, this is a little different because we still look here, but look, the red hand isn't really at a number anymore, is it? It's kind of in the middle. But it hasn't gotten to 10 yet, so we're still going to say 9. So everyone say 9. Now, to find out what the blue one is, we have to count by fives. Can you do this with me? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And look, you can see the 30 on there. So this says 9:30. Everyone say 9:30. Great job. Let's try another one with 30. So look at this one. What do you think this one is? It still isn't at the 11, so we're still going to say 10 o'clock. but then we got to count by 5. So what is it? It's 10, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 10, 30. If you knew it was 10:30, give your brain the hugest kiss because that is so smart. We're going to practice one more, okay? And then I'm going to show you how to write the times. All right, what do you think this one is? See if you can guess this. I'll give you a second. All right, let's see if you're right. Let's see. It's at the 1 because it hasn't gone all the way to 2 yet. So we're at the 1. So we say 1:30. If you got 1:30, did you get 1:30? Then you are right and you are rocking telling time. I am so proud of you. So now earlier in our poem, it said something about if both hands stood together, would it be 12 noon or 12 midnight? Do you remember last time I told you that the clock goes around 2 times in a day? So it goes around once in the morning and afternoon time, okay? And then it goes in the evening into the nighttime, okay? So this is what it means when they're standing together. Look, the red hand is under there. Do you see that? It's hiding. So they're both together, so they both say 12 o'clock. So this is what it looks like when it's 12 o'clock. Now, if it is light outside when it's 12 o'clock, that means it's lunchtime, okay? That means it's daytime, so it's 12 noon. We do lunch before 12 noon. If it is dark outside, you're probably sleeping. I really hope you're sleeping. Mrs. Fontenot is sleeping. When it's 12, then it is 12 midnight, which means that's after we go to bed. That's really late at night. Sometimes mommy and daddies might stay up that late, but that's really late, okay? That means that you're sleeping, you're dreaming your sweet dreams when it's at midnight. So we have noon and we have midnight. It goes 2 times, okay? So let me show you how to write and draw your hands. You're going to have a clock like this. First, I want you to remember that up here, it says 60 on this clock, but we're going to put 0, 0 because when we go all the way around, so let me see if I can show you this. I'm going to go all the way around. See, look, it's going, going, going. Do you see how it passes that every time? And it starts over. And now it's going to do it again. So it's starting over. So it's not going 60, 65, 70. It's not doing that. It's going 60, but then it goes back and it starts at 1. So we can also call that 0, 0, because when we say o'clock, there are 2 O's, like 2 zeros in o'clock, okay? So I'm going to give you a time. I'm going to say 7 o'clock. So 7 o'clock in digital time looks like this, 7, 0, 0. So now 7, the first number, that's the hour. Remember, your shorthand has the power. The shorthand tells the hour. So you're going to draw a shorthand with an arrow to your 7. Can you see that? Now your longhand is going to go up to the 12 for the 0, 0. So it's going to look something like that, okay? So let's say I wanted you to do a different time. Let's say I wanted you to do 3 o'clock. So on your worksheet, it may say 3 o'clock. Well, you're going to do shorthand has the power. Shorthand tells the hour. And you're going to draw your shorthand to 3. And your longhand is going to go right back up here every time on this worksheet, okay? So that is how you're going to draw your hands on your clock. Now, it's going to be a little tricky for your first time, and that's okay. You can ask for help or just do your best, okay? Remember, it's okay to make mistakes. Really quick, there's one other page in your packet about 3D shapes. Okay, so you guys see these 3D shapes? So I'm going to go over them with you real fast, And then I want you to be able to finish that worksheet in your packet, but also I want you to be looking around your house for things that can be 3D shapes. So remember we have this shape. Do you remember what this 3D shape is? Yes, remember it's a cone. Like you can wear it as a party hat, or you could have an ice cream cone. So a cone shape, okay? A cone. Everyone say cone. Very good. Then we have this one. Do you remember what this one is? It's like a ball. Yes, it's a sphere. Everyone say sphere. So you can find these around your house too. I want you to find some spheres around your house. Do you remember this one? This one was like our trash can. Do you remember what our trash can was? It looks like a circle, but it's a 3D. Yes, it's a cylinder. Good job, a cylinder. Like our trash can at school was a cylinder. So I want you to try to find some cylinders around the house, okay? What about this one? This one looks like a box. Do you know what this one is? Look, there's even some Play-Doh on there from the class. This one, do you know it? Yes, it's a cube. It's a cube. A 3D square is a cube. So I want you to find some cubes around your house. This may be in blocks or a box, okay? Maybe even a box of tissues. That can be a cube that we made our dice out of the other day in the video. Then we have this one. This one is like a rectangle, but it's 3D. Do you remember? This one has two names. Rectangular prism. And what's the silly name? Yes, a cuboid. Kiss your brain if you remembered that. Good job. Cuboid. It's really silly. So we can say rectangular prism or cuboid. Now you could find some of these at your house. This could be like your table that you sit at to eat every day, okay? Maybe your bed is like a cuboid. So there are definitely some of these that you can look for at your house. And last one, I don't know if you'll see this at your house, but we talk about this one a lot. Do you remember what this one is called? That's right, a pyramid. This is a pyramid. Very good. You can see maybe a tent. If you have a tent at home, a tent can be a pyramid, okay? So I want you to be looking for those shapes at home, and that helps to remind you of our 3D solid shapes. All right, I am going to put up a video reading the book with no pictures for you, okay? So I will see you soon.